Hello, my name's Scott Wilks and I'm currently an umpire in the South Wales Premier League. A little bit about myself, I've been in and around cricket since I was 8, I'm now 51. Played junior cricket for a local team in the Midlands called Bedworth Cricket Club. I've then continued playing adult cricket at Bedworth, coached a junior cricket team at Bedworth, and then I moved to South Wales 7 years ago, and I started playing for a local team in South Wales. Continued until I was 46, when my knees decided to tell me that wicket keeping and batting were a little bit beyond myself at that point. I've always loved cricket, always loved the social side of cricket, and really enjoy the Saturdays and the build up to a Saturday game. So the next best thing once I stopped playing was to give myself a chance of seeing things from the best seat in the house, which obviously was umpiring. So I took my level 1 umpiring course in South Wales 4 years ago. Started umpiring in the South West Wales Cricket Association, and since then I've done my level 1A course, and I did my current ECB Stage 3 course last winter. Been promoted to the South Wales Premier League panel this year, so I've really enjoyed that and testing myself at a higher level. Still enjoy the grassroots cricket, still go and watch my son play back up in the Midlands. My new partner and her stepson have really got on board with the cricket. He's only 16, not the greatest cricketer in the world, he'll admit to that, but he's taken on scoring, which he's done superbly well over the last 2 years, helped by South Wales Cricket being involved in a pilot that they've been running for the ECB called Cricketeens. I had a bit of a rise to fame, I suppose, really, in the 3.5–4 years I've been umpiring. I got myself coerced onto the South West Wales Cricket Association League Committee as Assistant Secretary, so all the match reports come through to myself, all the captains' reports, all the umpires' reports come through to myself, and I'm the one that's the big bad guy who has to go out and do all the fines for teams that don't meet their reports, getting their reports in on time. And then last winter I was approached that the Wales ACO Chairman was stepping down from his role due to a number of other things he was doing, and would I be interested in taking over the chairman's role of Wales ACO, which was a massive shock to myself, obviously. I thought there was probably better people who had been around the area for quite some time, but no, I was approached, had a good think about it, and decided it was something I was really interested in doing. So in February of this year, I was signed in as the chairman of Wales ACO. To say it's been a roller coaster in the first 6 months is probably a little bit of an understatement. We've had a number of issues in Wales whereby we've had umpires retiring. We had a very unfortunate situation a couple of weeks ago in Pembrokeshire, where an umpire was struck on the head, who our thoughts are currently with, who's still in hospital at this moment in time. We've had a few disciplinary issues that we're trying to sort out, and we're still trying to push the Cricketeens forward, because we've had a number of successes. We've had 2 lads, including my stepson, who have since doing the Cricketeens course have actually scored at Lords. Both of those have also scored at the recent Regional Development Festival for the girls under 17 level at Shrewsbury School. We've also had lads who have been through this Cricketeens course, which teaches them scoring and umpiring, who've umpired at the Swalex Stadium. So as I say, it's been a really successful part of the job, and it's something that we're trying to push forward. With the fact that my stepson is a scorer, obviously I really do take the ACO really seriously in relation to not just the umpires but also the scorers. So we're trying to obviously push our scorers to become ACO members. But what got me into umpiring? Well, mainly it was the fact that I didn't want to lose the social side of cricket. I really enjoy going along to the games. I look forward to not knowing what to expect. Again, as I've said, it's the best seat in the house to watch some fantastic bowling, some fantastic batting and some brilliant fielding. And most importantly is to sit down after the game, be freely available to any of the players that we've had playing in that game, and obviously have a chat over a pint, because that's what it's all about. My philosophy on umpiring is that the game's not for me. It's about the 22 players on the pitch, and I just try and make sure that all 22 players obviously have an enjoyable time. Yes, the players play hard, but I try and make sure that the players play fair. Touch wood, I've never had any problems with disciplinary in any of the games that I've umpired. Yes, it's been close a couple of times, but I think the way that I've dealt with things has calmed it down, because, as I say, is that the last thing these lads want after a hard day's week of work is to go along and for someone to stand there and just spoil their game after just one ball. Don't get me wrong, if he's out on the first ball, he's out on the first ball, but hopefully it wouldn't be down to a mistake by myself. The umpiring fraternity is an ever-changing field certainly in the South Wales, whereby we've got an ageing umpiring population, which I don't think is unusual across the whole of the ACO. But within Wales it's slightly different in the fact that we have a really large ageing cricket competitions, whereby Wales have currently got 2 under 50s teams and under 60s teams and under 70s teams, and obviously they're now starting with over 40s teams. The over 50s team took part in last year's over 50s World Cup, and obviously they will be doing that again next year. So whereas we would normally expect potentially those gentlemen to come along and finish their playing career and then start umpiring, they are now continuing to play on a Saturday to give them the fitness that they need to play over 50s, over 60s, over 70s cricket during the week, which they're really proud to represent the country. So we've had to look at different things, and obviously this is why we are really trying to push the Cricketeens process, because it may well be that we look at the other end of the age spectrum to try and get some younger umpires involved at a local level, and then see how they can progress through the ranks that is all set out for us. Other than that, I'm really conscious of the fact that we, as an ACO within Wales, are currently in the process of putting together a strategy for the next 5 years, which will go off to Cricket Wales to help them trying to secure some further funding from the ECB next year. And obviously one of the main aims for myself obviously is to try and increase the numbers of officials, both scoring and umpiring, and that would be across the whole spectrum. So we're looking at girls, women, young lads, older gentlemen, to try and officiate in our games, because without them, without the numbers, then obviously the game is really on a very slippery slide. So that's for me for today. Hopefully I'll be able to come back and give you some more insight to myself, but thanks very much for your time.